Hey everybody, welcome to your first video inside of my Kindle publishing series. But really, one of the first things I want to do before we take our relationship even further is just to show you a little bit of where I come from and what I was about before I actually jumped into Kindle publishing. Because I want you to know that I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my butt. I wasn't born with a family that had a bunch of money that handed me things and put me in a comfortable position. No, everything that I have today and that you will see throughout this series are things that I've worked for. Now, the things that I show you on the screen right there is what I call fast food to freedom. Basically, I started off in fast food. Started off flipping burgers, making fries, making smoothies and shakes, cleaning floors, as you can see there in that picture, wiping up grease and all that stuff off of the floors. I can tell you one thing: my girlfriend definitely didn't like me coming home smelling like grease and French fries all the time and flipping burgers. So I had to do a little something better for myself. But I want you to see right there in that picture that that's where it all started from. It started mentally. I saw myself where I wanted to be. I saw myself making money with Kindle publishing. This is what I wanted to do. And I'm actually very, very grateful from where I come from, because going through that right there taught me and disciplined me enough to know that it all starts visually and it all starts mentally. So if I want anything, I have to develop my mental faculties, and I also have to develop my visual faculties and start picturing this mental imagery in my head of the things that I want, or else I would have been stuck there in that position all my life. And I thank God and I'm extremely appreciative for where I am today. And more than that, I'm happy that I can give you this same information and insights from where I've come from. And I've been through the trial and error. I've been through, starting up Kindle and messing up Kindle, making a bunch of money from it, and then dropping all the way down to ground zero and having absolutely nothing come in but a couple $100 every single month from my books. But I've revamped a lot of things. I've learned a lot more stuff, and I'm ready to give you that information. But I'm going to jump into my success story before we go anywhere else. Now, the first thing that I do want to show you here, though, is that some of my big publishing wins is that I have 40 plus books published to the Amazon Kindle store. And I don't say that to brag at all. I say that to say that it's a very easy model and it's something that you can accomplish as well. One of my other things is that I have multiple bestsellers selling on the Amazon Kindle store in various categories, that they're number one inside of those categories and making me very good money. On the topic of money, I've produced multiple consistent $1,000 months. And when I say consistent $1,000 months, I'm talking residual income, ladies and gentlemen. Residual income, my definition of that is money that I can put work in up front and then not have to work later and still have that same money funneling into my bank account every single month. And that's exactly what we're here for today, to create that residual income. But this right here is one of my biggest, by far biggest publishing wins, and one of the things that I wasn't doing in the beginning. And that simply comes down to just building a huge list of subscribers. And I will be very blunt and upfront with you right here and now. If you don't have a list, don't do this. Do not even publish a book. If you do not plan to build a list, don't even consider this business model, because you will fail. If you have nobody to purchase those books on a consistent basis, you're not going to have money at all. So to give you an example, when I first started with Kindle, I published under the health and fitness and diet niche. Very, very popular niche on Kindle, and a lot of people make a lot of money. And I was in one of those positions. I was making $3,000 to $4,000 a month with that niche. But I was only depending on Amazon's promotional system and not taking those names and emails down, so that when I come out with a new book, I could just send it out to them. The way my system worked out was I would have a new book, I'd publish it to Amazon and just hope somebody purchased it, because that's exactly what they were doing. But this is not a hope business, ladies and gentlemen. What this is a strategic and must have a plan A, B, and C type business. So our plan A is going to build a huge list of subscribers. Our plan B and C is also going to be build a huge list of subscribers, because that's something that Amazon can't take away from you. That's something that nobody can take away from you. So definitely do that. But that just ties right into having a massive fan base of readers, so they can connect with one another, tell other people about my books, and also purchase more books, which is what we want them to do at the end of the day, right? So back in 2015, I started up a pen name, and these were the results from December 1st all the way to February 29th. Now on the screen, you're going to see that I have 30 books published in that screenshot, but what that book report does is actually only show the books that I have published up to date and not what I had at that time. So I can't remember exactly how many I had published to the store that produced me $482, but I think it was anywhere from maybe 7 to 8 books that I had published to the store at that time. Now, the next month I ramped things up. Obviously, I published a little bit more to the store. The more books that you had, the more money that you're going to make. Almost doubled my sales numbers there, had $795. And then the month after, it was inevitable that I made way more money and just about tripled my sales there in February. Made well over 200 and 600, I mean $2,600 for that month. Wow. I know you're probably dropping your jaw right now at how is he making this much money off of these books? Well, that's why we're here today. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that in that free training series along with all the other tips I'm going to give you as well. But some of my current publishing royalties and actually what I had back in March, and as you can see that this is of this year, 2016, I was producing $400 days, $500 days, another 500, 400 there, and another 455 there. These are royalties that I'm getting on a daily basis from books that I have published to the store. And the best thing about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that I have to do nothing. All I have to do is put the book up there, promote it just a little bit, and then Amazon's going to take over that promotion, and also my other books are going to sell that one book, which produces those numbers there on the screen. But this is the last thing I'm going to show you, and that's actually what I ended with in March. I think I actually ended with 14,000, so I had about 400 so more dollars on top of what you see there on the screen. But I don't show you this to brag at all. I show you to this to prove to you that I started at rock bottom, and all I did was made a decision that hey, I want to publish books onto the Amazon Kindle, and from there I made another decision by deciding to go figure out how to do this thing, and then I just made another decision and another decision. But do you see how this is cycling here and to this vicious process of just making a decision each and every day? Okay. Now, I told you at the beginning that if you don't have a list, you're going to fail at this business. I'm a very transparent person, very front, very forward. So I speak my mind. So I apologize in advance if I say anything that offends you or hurts your feelings. I would never cuss or anything like that, but I am going to tell you how it is. But this is the formula that you need to be following: writing plus publishing plus list building plus rinse and repeating that process equals a whole lot of money. The more books that you write, the more assets that you gain. The more books that you publish, the more assets that you have in your market for other readers to grab those books and put money inside of your bank account. And this right here, the more people that you have on your list, the more money that you're going to make, the faster that you're going to boost up inside of Amazon's sales ranking, and the faster you're going to hit that bestseller position. Because you have to think about this. Not only are you just publishing this book onto Amazon and people are going to purchase it, you have guaranteed buyers of people who are now waiting and anticipating the release of your books. I need you to really think about that. You have a list of subscribers of people that are sitting there like sitting ducks, anticipating the release of your books so that they can put money in your bank account. And sending out emails, I'm sure you're very familiar with sending emails. It's no different. You're going to send one email telling them to go purchase this book, and they're going to do exactly that. But that's the magic in that, and we're going to see some more of that. But that's basically my success story in a nutshell. We're going to go ahead and jump into some of the juicier stuff, and you can go ahead and navigate on my YouTube channel to some of the free Kindling series that I have on there and check out some of the other videos. Please like, comment, and share this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.